Good evening. For introduction's sake, my name is Nicole Zaborjo. I am going to share a story of my pace of 2012 with the cream of the cream of Los Angeles. Oath to do ahoy harm, gives no harm. I began with 14 February 2012. This is a billing for a service of 11612. Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital. Much wrong went down. Much wrong. I was admitted, even though the service says 116, I was admitted in February 4th, to be exact, on a Saturday morning. I went in, my face had completely broken out with cellulitis and they never discussed it with me. Suffice, I entered the hospital that night. As I said before, they put me in a room, in a semi-private room, where the bed was not made, where there were no pillows, no blankets, no nothing. I sent Orville home. I sent him home to pick me a pillow and some blankets and my camera. Full camera in a photo speaks volumes that no one can deny. Surprise, a physician came in, a little Russian man. I didn't like his bedside manner, to say the least. He was not the type of physician I would place my trust in. I was admitted into the hospital, and it started right away. Right away. The director of nursing for the floor was apparently Hollywood Presbyterian, as the director of nursing for every floor. I remember the Texas Heart Institute, St. Luke's, and Texas Children. It only had one director of nursing, and she did an excellent job. Suffice, the director of nursing heard of me complaining because I had gone down there several times. I was not well. My face, Dundee my photos, my face was totally in agony. Well, I wanted to go into the prayer room, but the director of nursing had heard that I was there and the concerns I was raising, and she stayed in there the whole time. It was a horrid situation. They were most mean. I remember there was a woman who, like myself, what do I say, simple? Simple, do you understand? A woman like me, in full, at Hollywood Presbyterian, was upset with the way they were treating me. Well, it changed for that night. I really thank that woman associate. Anyway, they started me on very strong medications, and they wouldn't change my bed. I hadn't changed my bed. Finally, they came in to change the phone next couple of days. They would not clean the bathroom. It was horrid. It was nasty. There were 2 patients, myself and another lady. They weren't very supportive. The staff was it was odd because they have homosexuals working there and trans women. They're very mean. They were very mean in their profiling of me. In fact, there was this black faggot, and I can say the word queer, because I was called a queer as a child, and I wasn't. But anyway, he ridiculed me. Security came up and read my files. I was there when they were reading them. So was the doctor. The doctor was there when this gay black man was ridiculing me, telling me I should eat humble pie. And this from a healthcare provider. The doctor heard him. I felt very, very unsafe, to say the least. Then one night, I was only there a few days, 4 days. Anyway, one night Orville was going home and I knew something was going to happen. I grabbed him, I held on to his neck. Please, Orville, don't leave me. Please, David, don't go. Something bad is going to happen. Orville doesn't like hospitals. Suffice, they all knew, because I kept closing the door. I mean, maintenance during the day. They spent the entire day across my room looking in as they worked in that area. It was humiliating. I closed the door. Well, Orville went home. I stayed alone. Normally I wouldn't have. Suffice, about midnight, I say about midnight while I was just starting something. They've already had to change the shift. They've already discussed me because I heard him. The employed men of Hollywood Presbyterian, the same maintenance men, decided, because the patient next to me had been released to go home, they decided that they were going to work on the bed, that it wasn't functioning. Well, that was a lie. There was a patient in there, and she worked it very well. I was there. I was stunned. I demanded to know what they wanted, and I demanded they leave. And they refused. They said they had work to do. The next day I tell Orville, I was weeping, hysterical. It was almost, my birthday was coming up, my day of nacimiento. I was held hostage at the Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital, who has gay employees and trans women. I was treated badly, most badly. Finally, I was going to go home. We went down. I had a very nice gentleman escort me down, but not before all of those people on that floor. The nurses, they came running and stuff. We got to have my bracelet. Can you imagine? Well, we wrote down And we spoke, I spoke with her. I could hardly wait to smoke a joint. I was in such much pain. Surprised Orville went to go get Henry. He parked him on one of the side streets. And lo and behold, at a hospital whose awards are so many, they clutter the lobby. Who helped trans claims 5 stars. As I and the patient escort, waited for Orville to bring Henry, the valet parking, a Hispanic man. I am Mexicano. Hollywood Presbyterian has such poor administration that the people they hire harm their patients. For the little Hispanic man was bouncing around to see what I looked like as the escort patient tried to shield me from him. I was stunned as he was laughing. And do I lie? The technology is there. Do I lie? Was a nasty Hispanic man jumping around me to see what I looked like. That was Hollywood Presbyterian. That's where LGBTQ wanted to send me. And briefly, LGBTQ did murder me twice in less than an hour. I had explained to John Hodges, I am taking insulin, Lantus, and Similan. I am on a schedule of routine. If I wait to eat till 11, I will be most ill. Dr. John Hodges, a UCLA-trained nightmare, wasn't concerned. Then I go in to the front to tell the lady she couldn't be followed. Only thing we have open is 11. So I come in at 11. I told him I had to take my insulin. I was taking 120 units, 110 units. Twice a day. I was taking Similan, several micrograms. 120 a day. You can hear the neighborhood. My neighborhood. My neighborhood. They're Christians, of course. In fact, 11:31 right across the street, a gay man at 4 in the afternoon lifted his skirts, unrolled his man root, grabbed a hold of Orville's trunk, and proceeded to lower himself to board. I was concerned. I asked, "Are you all right? Shall I 911? The audacity didn't even have the courtesy to be embarrassed. That is USA. Springer Hood, Koreatown. Surprise, LGBTQ, John Hodges. I entered Shrader. My sugars were dropping quickly. I told them I have to eat. They were not concerned. They're very rude at the plant. Very rude. Very, very rude. Anyway, they took me to the back. I was blessed. They were hetero, homo sapient. straight women, Spanish Hispanic angels. They began to try to draw blood. Orville was in the lobby. Suffice. They began to draw my blood. Then I heard him. We have no pulse. They called Dr. John Hodges. He was there. Occupied, I think. Something to do with the water closet. Suffice. They were having very much trouble. They brought me back. Or God did. Haya did. Shofar did. They continued to try to draw blood. They should have stopped. They should have given me something to eat. I told them. I took insulin. I took Similan. I took Humalog. And Dr. John Hodges knows it. Then it began again. Death is so beautiful. I have died in my back bedroom. The beauty. I never saw God. And he didn't talk to me like the Bachman killed. I saw the book. I was lying down. And there was a light around me. I saw dark forms. I guess that was some of y'all. I'm sure it's some of them out there. But I was protected. The fragrance was something I never felt or imagined. I cannot to this day find bow to approach subject to link to what I felt in joy. Then I was being raised. What a feeling. I am sad for you, like the people in this neighborhood and the people I see in Artesia and everywhere else. The people I see on West 900 Westmoreland. Because God is with you in microgram. I'm sorry. I don't want to appear to be in a tangent or rambling. You'll want to ETC me or debit me. Suffice, I died again. They said it. The Spanish angels called Dr. Hodges. We have no pulse. She is code blue. They said it not only once. They said it several times in each conversation that they called back. A patient who has HIV began to weep. My Spanish angel went over there. And he said, she's going to be all right. When I came to finally, Doctor, the Los Angeles lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, transvestite, queer sinner would not get my husband. Orville was probably busy eating life. I had to grab the wall because they refused to assist me. They only assist me as far as the door. I had to grab the wall. This is a UCLA trained doctor. Audacity. Then they have this Dr. Maddie. Huh, what a joke. She is for transgender health. Truly. Her concern is that I refuse to wear a prosthesis. The thing was huge. It weighed more than me, it felt like. And the audacity, Maddie. The dyke went out to get Hodges. And still, they refused me. When Koch brothers attacked the World Trade Center, it affected me and many people I know. I stood in a carpet of pink in a beautiful garden right next to Trident. For one time in microgram, all the people were as one, and they were bad to me. They wanted to kill me. Ask them. But that one moment, we were one. I took it hard. I take all things harder than you. I don't know why. I do know why. Because I care. I truly care. Suffice, the straight registrar and my primary care provider forced me to take Depakote, Effexor, Paxil, as a result, I had a bipolar episode. Not one brought on by me, but by a nurse practitioner of the hospital. The very hospital Orville's aunt worked at. Tia Belborg was furious. She remembers when it was just a building. Surprised, Dr. John Hodges was intent on harming those he was meant to protect. He stopped the Depakote. He stopped all the medications that the Oregon Health Division had forced me to take to keep my job. I helped support my mother. I bought my more dancing dress from Nordstrom's and the rack. Surprise! The withdrawals were horrid. No, they weren't. I'm used to going through horrid treatment. They were outrageous. And did Dr. John Hodges care? And then the Similan. Oh my God. Ask Orville, he would get so angry. I would flip-flop, and it was just awful. They did it on purpose. That clinic, that pharmacy on Shrader. Those gay men ridiculed me. In front of me. I need a break. I'm going to do this in sections because I want to say it all. Dr. Maddie is an audacity, an abomination, an oath to harm. That she even works in a place that claims to protect women like myself reflects that the CEO, Jean Laurie, is not in touch with her people. Though the money that Barbara Streisand, that Carol Burnett, that all give, I have called their senior services, and they return my call once, and I return theirs, and they don't even return it. I have gone to their legal department, and they have refused me help. I had someone call me brutal in broad daylight in Koreatown. His mother was there. He called out to his sister, Cindy. Where was protect and serve for me? Angry. I'm not even better. I'm disappointed. Because though y'all continue to hurt me, I cannot hate you. I try hard, but I can't. I'm scared.